Hey, what's up? Olden Polynice here, and you are watching Byron Scott's Fast Break. Showtime.
We're back. Another episode of Byron Scott's Fast Break. Jason Wagers, Byron Scott.
What's up?
Back in the building, 15-year NBA vet, Olden Polynice. Good to have you back in the chair, man.
We always good seeing you, dog. Always. Our resident NBA.
Yeah, we're going to talk hoops.
We're gonna
Coach, insider, analyst, all that shit.
Feels comfy in this chair.
We're going to talk hoops, and we're going to talk about one of your former players had some sort of beef with you, some issues. Byron will get into that a little bit later. Yeah, man.
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's what happens when you. That's what happens when you get big.
Yeah.
So since the last time you were here, the Lakers got some new ownership going on here. Yeah. What's your reaction to the $10 billion sale for majority stakes of the Lakers?
I never thought the Bus family would sell. Number one, and selling to Mark Walter, that's major. But $10 billion with a B. My God.
A B.
That's, we know who the Lakers are. Come on now. They're synonymous with winning and everything else. It's Lakers, Celtics, Cowboys, the Warriors now. But, $10 billion, that's insane. So, for all intents and purposes, it's a great deal for the Lakers, for the Bus family. But, I don't know what to tell you about that, man. I wish it was me.
Yeah.
That's it. I just wish it was me. Congratulations to Jeanie and the rest. But it's just, that's an astronomical number. What I don't like about it, not so much I don't like, but what's really intriguing is the fact that now it throws the damn expansion off. Because, the NBA really was ready to make the announcement. And now all of a sudden, boom, we got to backtrack a little bit because now these owners, the Lakers went for $10 billion. So now what's the splits going to be? Yeah. So those little tricky things that come into play, man, it throws a wrench and stuff. But again, it's like shooters. Just because Steph makes a three or Byron Scott makes a three doesn't mean you can shoot. Lakers sold for $10 billion.
Doesn't mean your franchise is worth $10 billion. Well, and most of them, I think they understand that and they know they're not worth $10 billion. Now, just speaking of this deal, because we're talking about history being made when the Lakers sell for $10 billion. The next highest was the Boston Celtics at $6.1 billion, right? So the Lakers just beat them by $3.9 billion to be the highest, which is crazy, right? Now, reports are that Jeanie will be the governor of basketball for the Lakers for the next 5 years. Yeah. How do you think that's going to help ease the transition for the group that bought the team in the next 5 years?
Well, Jeannie's going to be governor, as she should, for 5 years. But I promise you this, Mark Walter,
he's going to be involved.
Is going to make decisions.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I'm not giving you $10 billion. I'm just going to sit in the back.
Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure he's going to have his people in place to learn on the job as they're going on in this transition. And I agree with you. He's not sitting back just saying, you run the team. Yeah. He wants to. He's going to be heavily involved in every decision that's going to be made with the Lakers from this point on. Now, let me take it another step further, OP. This team is sold, right? LeBron is still there.
Mm-hmm.
1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We don't know how many more years LeBron's going to play. How does this affect LeBron and the Lakers going forward?
It affects in a couple ways. Number one, he may not be with the Lakers, but I do believe he's still going to play past next year and the year after that. I believe that LeBron's going to play at least 5 more years minimum.
Five more years?
Wait, OP, he's not playing 5 years.
Wait a minute. He's 42 now, right?
I believe he's 42.
So you're saying, OP, that this man going to play past 45 years of age, almost close to 50, right? My opinion, I think he plays maybe 2.
Mine is 1.
Oh, you think this is going to be his last year?
This is it. This is his last year with the Lakers.
Nope.
I don't
care what you say. You know why? LeBron has shown us who he is. He's gotten all the records, right? The man should have retired maybe 3 years ago.
He could have.
But he hasn't. Okay, so
why? But why?
I'm gonna explain to you why. We get to your 1 year, right? Puts him at 43.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm so close. We get to your second year. I'm 44. Oh my God, no. Man, I could play till I'm 45 because why? Robert Parrish already played at 42.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kareem Captain.
Kareem, all those guys.
Yeah.
Kevin Willis. Let me do something that no one's done. When he gets to 45, he's going to look at it and go, damn, I'm still in shape. I can still go. You know how we used to have a phrase, stealing years?
Yeah. He's stealing money.
He hasn't gotten to his stealing years yet.
So you see, so what you're saying, OP,
He
is
hasn't gotten to it yet. So now he's got about 5 years of stealing money.
so you're saying he's chasing individual stats.
That's all he's been doing.
Where you been?
I thought he was chasing rings, but okay.
So,
chasing individual stats.
Well, that's what I was getting into. Like he's chasing the individual stats,
Yes.
but is he chasing rings?
No, it's not possible anymore. He would have to go legit.
Okay.
He'd have to go to OKC to get a ring.
Okay. Does he get traded from the Lakers on this 1-year deal?
That's possible. That's definitely a possibility. But Mark Walter, again, the man spent $10 billion. He didn't spend $10 billion to lose $10 billion. So we need to bring valuation up even more. We never thought we'd see this. So when he turns around and wants to sell the team, it's got to be worth at least 20, 30 billion by the time he sells it. These are the things I think about. I don't know if other people do, but
Okay.
So do you think LeBron gets traded then from the Lakers?
No, I don't. I think
And is there
it's
a destination?
possible, but I don't think it's probable. I don't see him leaving LA. I don't see the Lakers trading him. I think he's going to end here in 2 years, even though you say one and you say 5. I think 2 years max
I
in
think
my
he's
mind.
lost it by
Okay.
5, by the way.
2 years max in my mind. So that's kind of where I see him. But I think another great question, in all this, you talk about Mark, the new owner, the billionaire who just bought him for $10 billion, is also partnered with my boy, somebody you know real well, somebody you know real well, Irvin Magic Johnson.
yes, sir.
So does Mark bring Magic back into the front office to allow him to run this team? And if he does, that means Pelinka's job is at stake, along with a few other people.
everybody's job's at stake.
Well, exactly. So what do you think about that?
I think that's a strong possibility. Very strong.
So the transitional phase, you alluded to Jeanie, he only did a 5-year deal, transitional, so people can come and learn. Magic doesn't need to learn.
No, I was about to say he doesn't have to learn.
Yeah,
and
he's
he
already
might,
done it.
You know what? He might be Mark's guy to put in there to make sure everything goes the way it should go. And Mark might be the only guy that Magic reports to and tells what's happening. Because you remember one of the problems that was had when he was with the Laker organization is that he wanted full autonomy, and Jeanie had, from what I heard, had given him that. And then he wanted to make a change in the front office, and Jeanie said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, you told me I had full autonomy to do what I wanted to do, and now you're telling me I don't. That's one of the main reasons that Irvin said, I'm out, right? Now you with the ownership. So you ain't got to ask nobody,
And
basically, but Mark can say, this is what I want to do.
here's the other caveat to all of this. The LA Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
You see their structure.
Mm-hmm.
They're not afraid to let go of a superstar.
Yeah.
They are not afraid.
They're not afraid to spend money.
They're not
Yeah,
afraid to
that- yeah,
spend. They're
yeah,
not afraid
that's-
to let go of a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
they're not afraid to bring people in that is going to get them over that hump as well.
Hello.
All right. Okay. 1 year, LeBron. 1 year, LeBron.
Man gonna
This
see
is
those
it.
numbers.
This
He's
is
gonna be
it.
like,
Two at the
This is
most.
it.
I can
Two
do
at the most.
it. I can do it.
Two at the most, guys. Two at the, he ain't going 5. No way, OP.
I just want to add one more
His
thing.
When
son
he
is
gets- when he
hold
gets
up.
past 2,
he just played with Bronny.
when he gets
he's
past
gonna
2,
go. He's
well,
gonna play
okay.
with Max.
No. Okay, so Bronny.
He's gonna play
is
with
here.
Bryce Maximus.
Bryce is going to play 1 year probably at U of A.
Yeah.
And then he's coming.
Yeah, so
That's the 2 years.
That gives him the 2.
That's the 2 I'm talking
Then
about.
he's gonna be, but They're not going to be on the same team. He's got to figure that one out.
So he's going to get traded to the team that Bryce goes to. He's going to get traded to the team that Bryce goes to.
You say, no, he has another kid on the way. No, he ain't playing till he damn near 50. I don't see it. But once we get past 2.
First to play,
OP, you a fool, OP. You a fool, OP.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to add.
Jury's coming.
I'm going to add just one thing to what Byron said. Byron says he's going to play 2 more years. So I say 1. He's only on a 1-year deal. Mm-hmm. What happens at the end of this 1-year deal? If he stays with the Lakers, what happens after the 1-year deal?
Well, then they go ahead and sign the free agents that they want to sign.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back.
Yep.
So you don't sign him right away because it's going to eat up the salary cap.
Yeah.
So you wait. You get the guys that you want. That might be via trade. It might be draft. It might be free agency.
Yep.
But once you get those guys in, and of course you're going to let LeBron know that this is all going on, right? Then we bring him in. And at that time, hopefully, I mean, he's a billionaire himself, as much money as he's made. You could sign him on a veteran minimum, depending also what you have left in the salary cap. There's a couple of ways you can do it, on that end. But you do not sign him first. Mm-hmm. You go out and get the roster complete, then you bring him back.
Y'all still ain't listening.
I don't see it.
The 2028 Olympics are in Los Angeles. I guarantee that man's on the roster.
Well, that's 3 years.
Way. There's no way.
That's 3 years, though.
So you don't think he's going to just do 2 more after that?
He was the ambassador of the United States of America team this Olympics
He's
2 summers ago.
He hasn't started stealing money yet, B.
I know what you're saying.
I watched his workout the other day. Uh-huh. I swear to God, this man is in better shape than at minimum half the NBA.
I don't dispute you there.
22 years in.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
I don't
because
dispute you there.
He takes care of his body. There's no doubt about it.
You don't think he can stretch it out 5 years stealing?
That's a lot
for lack of a better word, because that's what a lot of guys did over the years. They stole money.
That's true, but that's
they just
a lot.
Sat on the bench. Udonis Haslam spent 10 years on that bench. So you don't think LeBron's gonna spend 5 at least?
Because I don't think that's his mentality.
Yeah, there's no way.
I don't think that's his mentality. I don't think LeBron can be a role player where he's coming off the bench.
Okay.
If he can't be LeBron James, where he is either your best or second best player,
he is right now.
I know, but I don't see him coming off the bench.
He's finally taking a step back for the first time in his life.
Yeah, I just don't.
Behind Luka.
I
get that. I get that.
He basically said publicly that this is Luka's team.
Yes.
Right? So that means he's taking a back seat. I do not see him in 3, 4, 5 years saying, yeah, I can come off the bench. I just don't see that being his mentality.
And he's going to stay in shape and just keep being a starter. But I'm just saying, the point I was making is he hasn't gotten to the stealing stage.
And I understand that point. I do.
The man could literally go to 50.
I don't see it, though. But anyway, okay.
Byron.
It will never be broken.
Real quick question, Byron. You said he's going to play more than 1 year. He's playing 2 years. And you said that, they're going to wait till they get their pieces in place and then sign. Who's making that decision? Is it Rob Pelinka or Magic Johnson?
Ooh, you ain't shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, my opinion, if I got to go with my gut, who would be making that decision? It's going to be Irvin Magic Johnson. And this is only if Irvin wants to get back in it. Now, he left because, number one, he don't need the money.
No. Not at all.
So he did that.
He was on?
Yeah, he did that because Jeanie asked him to.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, he loves the Laker organization. He loves Jeanie. Number three, he loves basketball. He loves competing. And this is just another form of competing for Buck. He, just like anything, he wants to win. Business, basketball, it doesn't matter. He wants to win. He wants to be the best, right? So this is just another stage of him saying, oh, now I get to kind of go back and redo this. And I could see him doing that.
Yep.
Because in him doing that, it takes away from everything else he's doing, his businesses that he has. And he has a ton of them that he's doing and making a lot of money doing them. So it's going to take a lot of effort away from the Dodgers, a lot of effort away from the Commanders, the damn Sparks, the damn the Galaxy, he got his hand in everything. You know what I'm saying? So if he does it, we all know him. He's going to be committed to make sure this works.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially the Lakers.
Especially the Lakers. So I would see him making that decision if it happens. That's just my thought.
So my answer to that is this. Hey, Buck, play development guy here. I'm really, really good. So when you do make this decision.
Is somebody pitching for a job here?
Big man camp. Big man camp.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You pitching for a big man coach. That's what it is. Okay, OP.
I agree with Byron.
And I ain't mad at
it. It's happening.
I ain't mad at you, OP. I ain't mad at you.
Well, OP, since you're already on it,
It's coming.
Magic, you need a show openers for the Lakers. We have this podcast right here. Just say,
Closed mouth don't get fed.
OP, you've made it no secret that you love LA.
Yes.
What was
That's
it?
an understatement.
During your playing days when you really tried to get here, what was it on the glitz and glamours of Los Angeles for you?
It's the LA Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what started it for me. I mean, again, my first game against the Lakers, seeing Jack Nicholson, seeing Diane Cannon, all these celebrities, didn't matter who. What's my man's name? Rob Lowe, all the cats, everybody.
Yeah.
It's like seeing them on a regular, whether they were front row in the stands, seeing them out. I mean, one of my greatest experiences early on in LA is running into Kevin Costner. And this man telling me he's a fan of mine blew me away. Like, knew where I went to school, knew stats. And I was like, but you're Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I'm over here fanboying. Like, what?
You fanboying him?
Yeah. I was. I love that dude.
You throw him at him.
I love Costner, man. I'm sorry. I love Costner.
No, Kevin was a bad boy.
But yeah, so it was all of that. Then the parties, hanging out, the women. Come on now. Great story. So that first game, you know, it went crazy. When they got Laker girls, like when we saw the Laker, when they first came out, holy Christmas. And I kid you not, you can call Bernie Bickerstaff right now and ask, because he yelled at us, myself and one of my other teammates. We're literally staring at
the girls.
Don't know what the hell the play is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what play he drew up. Did y'all get a good look? I'm like, yeah. I mean,
and you said
dude,
you answered him, yeah.
What? I did get a good look because I don't remember what the hell you called. Yeah, but it was stuff like that. Then they had the Forum Club.
Yeah,
and a lot of amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happened at the Forum Club. And then going out to the club itself. I mean, that's LA was LA back then. I don't think it's that way now, but back then, oh my God.
Okay, so just to kind of piggyback on that. So I had a question. It's kind of it's not a two-part, but you play with the Clippers, you play with the Lakers, okay? And then you hear the hype and the reality of both and what happens, you know, and we know how people perceive that players are treated in LA. Tell people the real deal on how players are treated when they are a Clipper, opposed to, even though you wasn't a Laker, you understood kind of that dynamic, how you were treated as a player in LA back in the time.
The best way I can explain it is that even though I didn't play for the Lakers, they treated me as if I did. The love the Lakers gave me, Dr. Buzz, rest in peace, Jeanie, Linda Rambis, all of them. I mean, it's insane. It's like I'm one of them.
The players.
The players. I mean, it's like the Laker players walk up here, Clipper players walk down here. It was plain and simple.
So was your stint with the Clippers just for you to get to LA? Did that satisfy you enough?
As close as I can get. I'm like, I'm going to get there one day. I don't care how I got to do it.
You played for the Clippers. You were drafted by
the Clippers. Yeah.
So what's your take on playing in LA? Because most of your career was right here.
Well, you know what? Being that I was raised here in LA, you know, I still didn't understand how it was to be a Laker until I was a Laker.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I grew up
dude.
I grew up here being a big time Laker fan.
Yeah.
So kind of like OP said, when I was drafted by the Clippers, I was like, well, it's not the Lakers, but hey, it's close. You know, and you guys got to go way back again because you got to remember when I was drafted by the Clippers, it was the San Diego Clippers. It wasn't the LA Clippers.
Yeah.
They moved to LA that year to play at the sports arena, right? So I never even put on a uniform because, you know, the Lakers, God bless, and rest his soul, Jerry West, the logo, called me and said, we're making a trade for you. They made the trade. So I never even put on a Clipper jersey, you know. So all I knew was purple and gold. And being that I grew up in LA, and then going around the city and how the people would react to you being with that purple and gold, dog, ain't nothing like that in sports.
Bum players.
If you played for the Lakers, yeah, if you played for the Lakers, especially back in the 80s and 90s, you know, and we had guys that would do this, you know, that was the 8th, 9th, 10th man that didn't play a lot, but they would go to the mall and their damn practice stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they sweatsuits and dog, people were following them around like they was a Pied Piper. It was that amazing to wanted. Be a Laker. They
get the best seats in restaurants, and them dudes
absolutely
ain't played in 7 years. But it's Lakers.
It's that purple and gold, baby.
Yeah.
That purple and gold.
LA can be
10
wild.
billion.
Yes.
The hype, the stress, everything about
billion.
It. Yeah.
That's all
the pressure.
over
That's all you need to be saying right there.
Pressure on guys and whatnots. But speaking of pressure and stress, earththings.com.
Man.
Oh my God, Byron, you telling me just yesterday about this mat you got.
Man,
talk about it.
I'm telling you, Jay, you got to try this mat. OP, we got one for you too, brother. It's this company called Earthing. And if you want to check them out, go to earthing.com. And they have these mats. They have bed sheets that you could put on your bed. And what it does, it helps with stress. It helps with inflammation. You will sleep better. I'm telling you, my right elbow from playing golf and lifting weights was bothering me about 3 weeks ago. My right elbow is feeling good. I have very limited movement in my left shoulder. I'm moving it around like I'm 25 years old again.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's one of the best products out there for wellness, and we got one for you. Jay's got to start taking this. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
Yes.
And like I said, you can go on earthing.com. They got a whole lot of different products that you can see. I've only tested out the mat, and it's easy. Take your socks and your shoes off, plug the mat in, put your feet there, brother, and just relax. And I'm telling you, let it try it out for at least a week before you really start to feel the effect, because that's what it took me, and it's unbelievable.
No
orgasmic feelings for me, at least.
I thought he was going to hit us
I feel a lot
big
better.
man stuff, but he come back with some orgasmic.
Inflammation, soreness, muscle recovery, all that stuff. Earthing.com, guys, check it out.
Right. Check them out. That's our brand new partner here on the Fast Break podcast.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did. You have no filter, and we understand that.
That's OP for you.
My bad.
All right. Well, summer leagues wrap it up for the NBA,
Don't
and
bring that crap up.
yeah, from your perspective, though.
I wanted to get your take on it.
Yeah,
OP.
we just gotta get your take. You know, what does summer league really mean for these young cats?
Not a damn thing. It's the biggest moneymaker scheme ever. It serves no purpose. You know why? You're playing against the same people you just left in college.
Fact.
When I came into the NBA,
that's true.
I played against Magic Johnson in Summer League, LA Summer League. Akeem Olajuwon. I played against NBA guys. So my thing is this, I'm getting better because I'm playing against NBA dudes, and they coming at my head. Now you go play against first and second year dudes, they still young. They still wet behind the ear. They don't know anything. So to me, it's a waste of time.
Interesting. That's
I've never heard it put that way.
That's a damn good point, though. They playing against the guys they played against in college. Okay.
Did you guys have some sort of summer league back in the 80s when you guys?
I just said LA.
No,
Summer
I
League.
know.
LA Summer League, yeah.
You played against veteran players.
Yeah.
Did they have the youth stuff back then? Is my question.
No.
No.
It was just
you either
Summer
played
League. If you were good enough to get on a Summer League team, you played. It wasn't like NBA teams and all that. It was just players. They made,
Gotcha.
God, what was my man's name? The agent, Slaughter.
Oh, you're talking about Fred.
Slaughter. Fred Slaughter. Fred Slaughter had a team. So different people made teams up. Like I said, Irvin had a team. He'd he'd stack his team. Oh my Lord!
Again, he wants to win. He ain't trying to lose.
Deck. So now I'm playing against 10 NBA dudes that just came off the finals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna learn.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
I'm getting elbowed in the face. Now I know exactly what to expect.
Yeah, the Drew League is like that, where you got a bunch of vets that
Drew
come.
League,
you know, they're playing against some young guys.
But LA Summer League to me was the best summer league ever. It was just like, I mean, it was a damn fashion show.
Was LA the only place that had it back then?
Houston had a summer league.
Houston had it?
Yeah. It was just a couple.
LA was the one everybody wanted to be.
Yeah, it was just a couple. I remember playing LA Summer League. We also played games at Loyola Marymount.
Yeah.
Played a lot of games at Loyola
LA Summer League, Loyola Marymount, because the Summer League used to be at Long Beach at the Pyramid.
Used to be at the Pyramid, that's right. But the Summer League was different, and OP's right about that. You know, I know when I got in the league, I didn't play in the Summer League because I missed that whole summer because I wasn't signed, right? So the Clippers wouldn't sign me because they said I was asking for too much money, and I was the fourth player pick. I was asking
$20 too much.
Right. I was asking more than what the fifth player got and less than what the third player got. What they offered me was what the 12th player got.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, so of course I'm holding out, right? And then I obviously get traded, and the next day, the day I got traded, the next day the contract was signed. It was the same amount that I asked for the Clippers. It was same exact contract. Signed the next day with the Lakers.
So the
Lakers
took care of you.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to play in the Summer League till the next year. You know, going into my second year, I played in the Summer League.
So the fact that you did not get to play that summer, did that hurt your development? Or what did you do in that time until training camp?
Just individual workout. I just worked out on my own as best I could, tried to stay in great shape. And when I got to the Lakers, they were right in the middle of, or almost at the end of preseason. So when I got there, they had 2 preseason games left before the regular season was starting. So I got to play in those 2 games and get for the regular season. So I thought me not playing hurt me because, again, just playing. I don't care if it's playing against NBA players for me at that time or playing against guys that I played against in college. At least I would have been playing, and I would have been in basketball shape. I wasn't in basketball shape when I went to camp with the Lakers for those last 2 preseason games. So it took me like 2 weeks to get into game shape and to get ready. So I was far behind already. Yeah. So, Summer League at that time, I didn't care what it would have been. It would have helped me prepare for the regular season and for preseason.
So, OP, I know you said the Summer League is a money scam. They're just making money. And you made a great point that, it's college players playing who they just played literally months ago. First and second year players.
Yeah.
But they're with a new coach, a new system.
No, they're not.
So they're learning. They're learning.
No, they're not.
OP.
They with some random dude. One team signed. We signed Ace Bailey. His agent's son's gonna be an assistant. Come on, man, stop.
No matter when you play basketball, you're learning. You're growing. It doesn't matter.
But what are you learning?
You're learning, you're growing.
You don't learn the nuances.
Of course, once you get into the league, once the season starts, you're going to learn a lot more.
But you're not learning the nuances.
My question I'm trying to get to.
My bad.
My question I'm trying to get to is, when this summer league is over with, what do players need to do to get in shape prior to these young players, prior to their first camp ever?
Get with veterans. That's what they need to do. Stop with these damn trainers that are hurting your body. Stop with that crap, okay? Stop with all that crap. There's some good trainers out there, but if you're doing skill work and playing one-on-one, stuff like that, because that's what NBA is, but all that extra, standing on a plank and all that stuff, laying on the floor, how many times are you going to be on the floor to get up and shoot a shot? Stop it, okay? Stop with the dumb stuff. So anyway, that's my thing. Come down to LA, play, Rico Hines has his runs. Find NBA dudes to compete against.
How difficult is it to find these NBA dudes?
They made it difficult because they got rid of the older cats.
Yeah, but I think they made it a little bit more difficult, but it's not that difficult. And I agree with OP as far as what a lot of these kids should be doing is playing more basketball. individual workout and having individual one-on-one stuff, that don't teach you how to play basketball. Being on the court with 9 other guys and learning how to play and move and set screens and come off screens, and that's what 5-on-5 teaches you. One-on-one don't teach you shit. You know, even though that's what we see 90% of the time in the NBA is one-on-one. But when you look at the teams who've been successful in the league over the last 10 years, Golden State never was one-on-one. They have so much movement and passing, setting screens, and that's why they were so elite at the time. San Antonio, when they were winning championship, you never saw guys going one-on-one. They were all getting a touch and the feel of the basketball. They were playing team basketball.
Sometimes you got to know how to play without the ball.
You got to know how to play without the ball. The Lakers, when they were winning championship, the triangle offense, there's no one-on-one. There's a lot of movement. Then you catch it where you want. Then you can go kind of one-on-one. You catch it to mid-post, you catch it to post, you catch it at elbow, right? So you look at OKC this year, you know, a lot of movement, and then, you know, Shea kind of gets to his spots and he makes things happen, right? But I think we've lost the fact that these guys need to play more basketball. Reason that I think you see a lot of these injuries is because they don't play enough basketball and they do too much of this individual workout.
Summer league happens, right? 300-plus players. You know, only about 40 to 50 guys are going to make the league, and it's usually the current guys like a Bronny James, Dalton Connect from the Lakers, stuff like that, the first-year guys. The rest of them dudes are going to be overseas in some random league. So that's what I'm saying. It really serves no purpose other than to charge people to come and watch the faces of the league. I don't give a damn about that.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for both of you guys, and I'm gonna tell a Kobe Bryant story.
Okay,
all right. So earlier in his career, it wasn't the first couple years, a few years in, he said, "Jay, won't you come work out with me?" So I showed up 4:30 in the morning to where he was. We did a workout. I wasn't walking straight for about a week afterwards. He got up shots on his own, did a second workout. 3-4 hours later, a trainer came in at the second workout, did a second workout, went back to the gym, got up some more shots. That whole summer, he was pretty much doing individual stuff. So there are players that don't follow what you guys are saying.
Hold up now. Was this at COC?
Yeah.
I know. Because we lived up there at the time. And everybody's like, you know, Kobe's here at the gym.
Yeah, that's where it was.
That's Kobe Bryant, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I never said don't do individual. I did say there's some trainers that are good trainers. I said stop going to these bums.
You mean the bums of the trainers?
The bums that happen to be, you know, I'm
just want to
a
get that
trainer
straight.
because I work for this agency or this agent. They have no certification, no knowledge of basketball. That's what I'm talking about. There's a bunch of those guys, and they're the ones getting paid for whatever crazy reason. I never said don't do individual workouts. Just don't deal with these bums.
Let me take it a step farther. Kobe Bryant is one of the few guys who can do that because, number one, he has a very high basketball IQ. So he knows how to play basketball.
Bang.
A lot of these young kids don't know. All they do know is how to play basketball with the ball in their hands. They don't know how to play without. And then to your statement about, you know, he did like 2 or 3 different workouts, you know, that day. But you got to remember, the things that Kobe didn't do well, he went and got somebody who did. Akeem Olajuwon, when he wanted to work on footwork in the post, right?
Fact.
So he went and found the guys. He seeked out veterans who had the experience and the knowledge to teach him how to do certain things, right? Those little nuances. But from a basketball standpoint, he didn't need to play because he knew how to play. Yeah. He had an IQ already of how to play the game of basketball. So he worked on his individual skills to get better at the mid-post, at the post, or catching at the elbow, or coming off the dribble, or catching with a live dribble. He did all those things to simulate a game because he was such a high basketball IQ player. These guys, as you know, as OP know, as I know, these guys that come into the league today now, they have no idea how to play with 4 or 5 other guys on the basketball court.
They don't know what a pivot is.
Right. They don't, look, I'm going to go back to this.
None of that.
I'm going to go back to this. I remember my second year coaching the Lakers, and I said, all right, we're going to do 3-man weave, 4-man weave, 5-man. Guys were like, what's that? That's a problem. When you coming out of the league from high school or 1 year of college and you can't do a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or 4-man weave or 3-man weave or that's a problem. That's low basketball IQ.
Here's one for you along the lines. 3-man weave. We're going to use that as an example. I've been coaching for 15 years now plus.
Yeah.
So I coach young guys. I mean, they have aspirations of NBA. We're going to do a 3-man weave, all right? The key to a 3-man weave is this. Each individual has one job to do. You explain that to them, right? Passer, shooter, rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that these suckers will go down and try to do 2 jobs? You only have one job.
Yeah.
If you're the passer and he makes the layup, who's the rebounder? Him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The IQ. That's where it's diminished.
So is this IQ of the game, where does it start? In the youth?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. I mean, you can go back to
Uncle
age.
Jeff is coaching people in
So
the
what's the problem with the youth game?
You have the wrong people coaching it. I understand the Adidas, Nike, Bigfoot, whatever, all these leagues and everything. Under Armour's got their own thing now. I understand all that, but get people that know the game.
Get coaches.
You can't get your cousin, your buddy, the dude that just got out of prison to coach. You have to have people that really actually know and want to help. Because you got to understand something. You don't have enough time. I coach AAU. You don't have enough practice time.
Right.
Yeah.
So most teams, what they do is, I'm going to go get 10 of the best players, put them together, and go out there and play.
Yeah,
but that's not coaching.
And they don't teach them shit. So they teach them how to get the ball and play by themselves. They don't teach them how to play. That's the biggest problem is the coaches. The second biggest problem is the parents. That's the second biggest problem because the parents are living vicariously through their kids. So they're putting their kids.
My son should be playing.
Yeah, they're putting their kids on the team. Now he ain't playing. Oh, I'm going to move him to another team.
Yep.
Right?
Keep going.
So that's where it starts. That's the root of the problem. And then when we get them to the NBA, like I just said with the 3-man weave and the 4-man weave, when you tell a kid, look, we're doing 3-man weave, and they say, well, what's that? And they just came out of 1 year of college, they get drafted in the first round, the first 5 or 6 picks, and you don't know a 3-man weave. And now when you explain it to them and you say, listen, we're doing 3 passes, no dribbles. And the first guy catches dribbles and I'm like, you're not understanding how to play this game, right? You're not understanding that your IQ is going to be big time in far as being successful in the NBA because if you're not smart enough to understand how to play with other people, you're going to have a hard time in this league. I don't care how talented you are.
You tell them 3-man weave, and they hear "Yo quiero Taco Bell."
Boy, OP. Hey, okay, OP, I got a question for you. Sir.
Taco Bell.
I got a question for you, OP.
Oh, God.
So I want you to tell me what's the difference between Byron and I right now.
The difference
Just one difference.
One's taller than the other.
The obvious. All right. I'm holding a pen, but he's holding a
cigar.
You know me.
Drew Estates.
Drew Estates, man. I'm telling you, one of our sponsors, we love them. OP, you know what we do with these cigars on that golf course. You know,
you smoke all of them.
I smoke them all. Hey, listen. I smoke Drew Estates at home, on the golf course, wherever I can, because it's one of my favorite cigars of all time. And I'm telling you, they have some of the best cigars in the world, and they've been doing this for a long time, and they are awesome. And they have one. I call it Lega. I mean, it's like one of the top 10 cigars in the world that you can buy. So I'm telling you again, go check out Drew Estates. They got the best cigars on the market. I am a true believer, and I'm a client because I smoke them all the time.
And he has boxes here to prove it.
I got boxes right here to prove it.
Drew Estates, lots of love out there. So
I like how you did that, by the way.
Thank you.
OP. So we had one of your former players on the podcast, Mitch Richmond. And
when your former teammates.
Former teammates.
The Rock,
Rockhead. He had a few choice words for you. I'm gonna let Byron I'll tell you the story.
Well, this is the story he told us, OP. He said, man, there was a scuffle that you guys got into.
With Gary St. Jean.
And you got into it,
Yeah, that one.
And none of your teammates really kind of came to your defense, so you got in.
No, not my defense.
Yeah, no. Who was you? You was about to get into it with somebody, but no. Let me just tell you, this is what the Rock said. So y'all kind of got into a scuffle with another team, and you got into it by the other team's bench, right? And not a lot of your teammates kind of came to your defense for whatever reason. They kind of broke up and everything. Y'all went in the locker room, and they said, Rock said, OP got up and he said, you motherfuckers don't come to my defense next time. I'm whooping all y'all ass. And Rock said, well, shit, start with me. He said, but I love OP. That's my dude. Right, so I just wanted to tell you, you got a lot of love from all your teammates and a lot of people. That's all.
Rock's just talking. He's a comedian. Trust me on that. He didn't want this headache. And I love Mitch to death, man. I love him to death. But he ain't want this headache.
He say Rock didn't want this headache.
He didn't want this headache. Talking about start with me. He would have got his ass whooped too. I thought it was the story about when with Gary St. Jean, the coach, we got into it because nobody came to his defense.
Maybe that's it. Then. That might be
that's what it was. Because we got into it, and at the end of everything, from what Mitch told me, when he went to talk to St. Jean about it, St. goes, man, I thought that fucker was going to beat me up. How come you guys didn't come and help me? But it's like, it's one of those situations where you were right, but you were wrong. I was right in my anger, but I was wrong in my actions. You know, I should have handled it differently with him. You know, I should have taken him into the office and spoken to him and told him exactly why I was upset. So that's a regret, you know, on my part. But at the time, you know, it happened. But like I said, you know, I think I said this before. I reached out to a ton of my coaches and apologized to them once I got a coaching job because I didn't realize how difficult.
Yeah, man, how hard this shit was.
I didn't realize how this
man,
shit
and
is.
the shit you got to deal with,
It's
the
insane.
egos you got to deal with.
Yeah.
You got to, and people, I tell people this all the time, OP, you got to wear so many different hats when you're a coach because you have to obviously learn every player that you have. You got to learn what buttons to push. You got to learn about their family, you know, their hits, because you got to know, you know, what makes them tick.
Yep.
You know, you got to have that open door policy to allow them to come to you, be able to come to you as a coach and talk to you, you know, as a man, as a father figure, as a mentor, as a coach. And you got to wear so many different hats as a coach. And this shit is not easy. And
you got to balance
is hard.
it out,
and you got to balance it.
Can't show favoritism.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was insane.
OP, how many scuffles did you get into in your
Not a lot.
15-year career?
Not a lot. They ain't want none. Listen, I learned from the best. Maurice Lucas. Make them think you're gonna knock their asses out. You won't ever get into a fight. Me and Patrick Ewing got into it all the time, but it was minimal. You know, he'd push, I'd push. You know, we square up, and that would be it. Me and Shaq got into it once, but it's like.
Did you ever throw a fist?
Plead the fifth.
Wait, I want to go back to you and Shaq. Wait a minute.
I broke Lambier's face.
So you did.
I was the guy that broke his face.
Oh, that's why he was wearing that mask. That's why he was wearing that mask.
But let me tell you something. I ain't never received more cards and flowers in my life.
Oh, because everybody hated Bill Lambier.
The office called me. It's like, yo, you got to come get all this stuff.
Okay, set up when you put the mask on his face. Talk about that.
It's a preseason game at Michigan State, okay, against the Pistons.
And you were in Seattle. Were you in Seattle?
I'm in Seattle.
Seattle, okay.
And Lambier, was I in Seattle? Seattle Clippers, Detroit. Yeah, I was in Seattle. So I just made a basket. As he takes the ball out of bounds, he grabs out the net to go out of bounds, take it out. He pops me. I was like, oh, what? I turn around, so I make the basket, I'm out of bounds. So he hits me. As he hits me, I just walked up, pow, with the shoulder. Cracked him dead in the face. All you see is blood splatter everywhere. He goes down. They throw me out the
shoulder.
My shoulder. I threw that. I didn't throw a punch. I threw the shoulder right at him. I just got close. Pow. Cracked it. You could hear it and everything. Throw me out the game. The league ended up rescinding the fine because the referee thought I threw a punch.
Yeah, you didn't throw a punch.
Yeah.
They never saw a punch. So it looked incidental or accidental. He goes down, blood everywhere. I'm like, ha. But the mask was because of me.
That's some Jackie Chan shit or something, right? I mean, that's some martial art type shit. Man, that's pretty good, huh?
I can punch, I can kick, I can shoulder.
Did Lambert have you guys
no, it didn't.
We ended up being teammates.
Oh, that's right.
And I still hated his ass.
That's right.
Like I say, I respected him, but I did not like him.
Was all his teammates like that? I know everybody in the league didn't like him.
He got into a fight with Isaiah. They got into a fight at practice. Isaiah broke his hand, though, punching Lambert.
Wow.
Punched him in the head.
Well, yeah, that head it do look hard.
It's a big head.
Big water head.
You gotta hit
look
him
hard.
here. You gotta hit him here, not here.
Yeah. But Bill, I gotta give Bill. I mean, he a LA guy. Bill went to Palos
he lives
Verdes,
here, right?
Palos Verdes High School. Yeah,
Palos Verdes.
Palos Verdes High School. Bill's a LA guy.
Bill, we need you on the show.
Yeah, long career, great career. Great career coaching
Total
too, man.
respect for that, man.
Coaching too in the
Total
WNBA.
respect.
That's right.
Way back in the day when the WNBA started, Bill was one of their best coaches.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bill
I have
Lambert.
nothing but respect for him. I just
we gotta
can't
get you on the
stand
show,
him as a
Bill.
player.
Gotta get you on the show, brother. So all the hype on all these guys coming in the league this year. You know, you talk about Cooper Flagg and all these guys. Do you think Cooper Flagg's going to live up to the expectation and the hype after watching him at Duke?
Nope. Because it doesn't happen. You put too much pressure on these guys, number one, the great white hype, the great white hope. And so to me, Bird was Bird. They've been looking for the next Larry Bird for I don't know how many years. I thought it was Grady Dick from a year ago, 2 years ago. And it's not. So that's what I'm saying. It's always somebody.
Well, but I mean, hey, look, Larry, that's like Magic. You ain't seen another 6'9" point guard like that.
That's why
you
you got to give
that.
these men their flowers and let it be.
Larry Bird's a hard act to follow.
Man, you got to stop with that thing, man. Cooper Flagg, I wish you all the best in the world, man. But it's like they put all these. This is what I always like to say. Magic became, I said this before, Magic became Magic through hard work. Bird became Bird. Jordan became Jordan. Dominique became Dominique. Byron Scott became Byron Scott. Worthy became, they worked hard. They became the players. So we're seeing them. We're seeing the finished products. These guys now, they've been created before they've even played. We don't know we don't even know if this dude's body can hold up for 82 games.
There are a few players that had the hype and came in the NBA and made it a successful career. LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I mean, we can go on and on. Magic, Bird.
Okay.
So Tim Duncan, he played the Olympic team, the big Olympic team with all the stars on it. I forget what year that was. And he held his own.
Yeah.
And I think it was Barkley who came out and said, well, this college kid right here, he was putting it on us. And there's video on it.
Okay.
Cooper Flagg.
That's 4 years of college, too.
Yeah. Cooper Flagg did the same thing.
Say that again.
I got you. I heard it.
I know where you're going, too.
Cooper Flagg did the same exact thing against the Olympic team just a year ago. And it was LeBron was the one who came out and said, this kid is going to be the next kid.
Okay.
So I think there is something special about him. And I don't think we've seen that in a long time.
I think he's going to be a good player. I really do. I think he's going to be really good. But I agree with OP as far as guys that were coming out in the 90s, back in those days, they didn't get hyped up because these guys are getting hyped up. But it goes back to the same thing with contracts. We didn't get paid that first contract. That first 4 years, you had to prove that you belonged in the league, right? These guys are already coming in with the bag.
Millions.
Yeah, they
Slotted.
coming in getting the bag. They don't have
slotted.
to prove that they can play in the league like we did back in the day, right? they're already getting the money right when they come out of college. So I think the incentive for them is a little different than it was for us because they don't have that big incentive to go out and be, an all-star or a great player because they're already getting their money. They're already getting paid. Exactly. So I think your point is that they are over-hyping guys nowadays, and then when they don't live up to it, it's a big disappointment. Great. But I do think this kid, Cooper, I watched Duke. This kid can play, man. He's going to be nice. But I agree with you. I reserve the right to wait and see if he's going to be everything that everybody thinks should be.
And I'm going to make another old reference. What's my motivation? They're coming in now making 12,
Yeah, I was about to say your motivation used to be money or just, first of all, my motivation was to make the NBA.
Yeah.
It wasn't predicated on money. I wanted to be an NBA basketball player.
Yeah.
What was your
It wasn't motivated by money or anything else.
Hunger.
You wanted to eat?
I was living in Harlem, man, in the projects. My motivation was hunger.
Yeah.
I didn't give a damn about no NBA and all that. I just wanted to be able to eat.
Right? The point is, it wasn't money. Our motivation was different, but it wasn't based on money.
Yeah, it wasn't.
These guys right now are coming in based on money and the bag that they get. So they have no motivation to get that next one. We all know Kobe's motivation was never money.
No, not at all.
His motivation was championships.
Yeah. He wanted to be the best.
And he felt
and needed
you win championships, everything else comes in, comes in place. Everything else falls in place. Same thing we thought, right? A lot of these kids don't think that anymore. They think, I want to make the NBA so I can make a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, if that's your motivation.
So I can spend on a 38-year-old woman.
So OP, we're talking about Kobe.
Yeah.
All three of us have a very personal relationship with him, and there's a lot of podcasts out there now. A lot of former players doing shows, and I've never seen so much slander on Kobe in my whole life, and all of it is just trash. Yeah. What's your thought on this?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And the problem that I'm having is bums are talking. And I'm not saying that Tracy McGrady or whoever, Jeff Teague and all are bums, okay? But it's a bum mindset to criticize this man, and he's not here to defend himself. You didn't say none of this shit when he was alive. Mm-hmm. Not one of y'all opened your mouths and said, "No, oh my God, I love you. I love your shoes and everything else." No, let the man rest in peace. I'm sick and tired of this crap with these people. It's some bullshit. Excuse me. And I ain't never cussed until now. Because now I'm offended.
Brother, speak your mind.
It's some bullshit. The man is dead, man. And y'all gonna be criticizing him? Come on, man. That's one of the things I hate about this damn world, man. Everybody's using certain opportunities. They're being opportunistic because this man's no longer here to defend himself. But you guys loved him. You love his shoes. You love everything about him. And now all of a sudden, I was way better. No, you were not. Stop with the bullshit. I'm serious. This is whack, man. Get the hell off the air.
I don't even think I have to say anything after OP because I know how emotional you get when you start talking about Kobe Bryant. But my mama told me a long time ago, if you ain't got something that's nice to say about somebody, don't say nothing. Keep it to yourself.
Facts.
We are talking about one of the greatest players that ever played this game, who gave this game everything he had. I was in that locker room his last game when he told the guys on that team that he can walk away from this game feeling that he gave it everything he got. Thanks. And he can walk away with a lot of pride and a lot of dignity because he knew that he gave it everything he got. And we know with his workouts and his dedication to the game, he even sacrificed friends, family, all the other shit because he wanted to be one of the greatest of all times. He was able to accomplish that. So, like OP said, cut the bullshit. All y'all out there talking all this shit about, he ain't this, he ain't that, man, cut the bullshit. Again, if you ain't gonna say it, if you didn't say it while he was here, cut the bullshit. We all know that he's one of the greatest of all time. Get that man his flowers and let him rest in peace.
Let him rest, man. Damn, my bad, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good, OP. Trust.
I don't like that crap, man.
All right, we'll get you out of here with a little bit more rapid fire. I know we did it last time, but
we got some more.
We got some more, and you know the rules. You can give us a quick answer if you want to elaborate.
Yes,
you
sir.
can. We got 5 or 6 of them here. Byron, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. What you supposing arena had the toughest fans?
By the
What
way,
opposing arena?
Vernon Maxwell said Utah.
What opposing arena had the toughest fans? Yeah, Max said Utah, and he couldn't wait till they had a platform to cuss their ass out. So he did just that while he was here.
Yes, he did.
So opposing fans, which ones did you hate the most?
I thought it was Sacramento with that dude and the cowbell.
Yeah, that was
the most annoying. Oh my Lord! But I'll tell you this. What made
that was
but
good.
honorable mention has got to be Detroit when Leon was alive.
Leon the Barber.
And D.C. Washington. Oh my God. Them two hecklers, it might have been, oh my Lord.
What was his name? What was the guy in Washington's name?
I can't remember right now.
Eckler. It was Eckler or something like that.
I know in Detroit.
No, in Washington.
In Washington.
The dude would sit right behind your bench.
Behind the bench.
He would be like a row behind. He would be so close
driver.
that you could hear every word this man was saying.
Bus driver coaching.
This dude would heckle you for the whole
but
game.
Never cussed.
Never cussed.
Leon in Detroit cussed.
Oh, Leon cussed his ass off.
But he never cussed. He said, I was playing with Detroit. Okay, I'll give you one.
Oh, my God. He was annoying as hell.
Terry Mills, University of Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you all right now, Terry Mills is the only player on this team with guts. He's the only person with any guts. Unfortunately, he's got 3 of them.
That was a good one. That was a good one. No, but he was. I can't remember his name, but he was an attorney.
Yeah, he was an attorney.
He was an attorney, and he was hilarious.
Well-known attorney.
But he talked the whole night. He was probably the biggest heckler, individual wise,
when we
in any arena you went to.
Never stopped.
He wouldn't sit down.
Never stopped.
And when he did sit down, he would do this. He would be stumping his feet.
Oh my God, he was.
It was hilarious. All right, so go ahead, Jay. You got the next one.
That's great. Who was the most underrated player you ever faced?
Most underrated player I ever faced. Shit, I faced the greats. I don't know if there's such a thing for me. I wasn't lucky enough to face an underrated. Every night I had hell. I don't know, man.
So
got to pass on that one. There was no such thing as underrated in that time. Shit.
All right,
underrated.
All right, we got another one for you. If you could steal one skill from a NBA player, past or present, what would it be?
Steph Curry's jump shot.
Ooh, sweet.
Steph Curry jump. I had everything else.
You didn't even think about that
I
one.
can play defense.
You didn't even have to think about that one long. Yeah, he was like, shit, Steph Curry. Yeah, 7'2" shooting like Steph Curry. That would be that wouldn't be fair. Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Steph Curry.
I want.
All right.
Beautiful thing to watch.
Okay.
Oh.
During your games, what is the best dunk you ever witnessed in person?
I got to give it up, man. Michael Finley dunking on me.
Was it hard too? I mean,
I'm honest with this crap, man. John Stark set my ass up twice. Twice. The man got me. You're supposed to yell when he beats you baseline.
Oh,
supposed to
yell.
Yeah.
Man.
Supposed to yell help. I mean, just help.
Anything.
Yeah.
I turn around. I see Finley coming. He's up. I go up, and the man hugs me, dunks on me, and forgot to give me a kiss. He did everything else but the kiss. I was like, God damn.
Okay. All right. Best in.
I'm okay with it. I mean, we all been dunked on.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, OP, who in today's NBA would you love to match up with?
Jokic.
Ooh.
I want Jokic. I want him so bad. I know how to defend him too.
How would you defend him?
Man, shoot the damn three.
You let him shoot that thing all day?
Shoot the three all day. That ugly ass shot.
But that once he gets to that mid range,
man, shoot that three. Everything else I can defend.
So
I can body. I know how to body and defend. I had Shaquille. Come on now.
Yeah.
I had Shaquille, and Shaquille wasn't like scoring 50 and 60 on me. So it's like size is not the issue. It's like I don't want him getting to his strength. His strength is that mid-range.
Yeah, that mid.
He picks you apart.
Yeah, getting that elbow too.
I'm taking all that away. You can have, por favor.
All right. Por favor. Okay.
Okay. All right. Best ref you ever dealt with, or the worst ref?
Dick Bavetta.
Yeah.
Best ref.
Yeah.
Worst ref. Pick 'em.
Other than Dick, the rest of them wasn't shit, huh?
No, there was some really good refs.
No,
I'm not even going.
right.
That was a joke.
You're right.
But Dick
worst.
Bavetta, you haven't. But Dick Bavetta was my best.
Yeah,
Everybody loved him.
Dick was great.
Danny Crawford was a really, really good referee.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was just a bad people person.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't talk to Danny, and that was a problem because most of the other refs you can go. Well, at least with me, because I knew their names. I went up politely.
Yeah.
And I understand how it was. Some guys start yelling and screaming, and it serves no purpose.
Yeah.
So I learned early on, be nice to them.
Yeah.
You have different answers.
Dick Bavetta was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Danny Crawford, I was cool with. Danny, I could talk to. But Joey Crawford.
Yeah.
Joey Crawford.
Oh my God!
One of my
I said Danny. That's right. There was Danny Crawford.
and
Danny
then
Crawford was
Joey.
the black one.
Yeah.
Joey was the one I'm talking about.
So Joey
Crawford.
I love Joey Crawford. I'm gonna tell you why, because Joey would cuss your ass out. If
Yeah.
you cussed him out, he cussed you right back out. And I remember we played in Clever. Oh, James Worthy. I'm sorry, guys. James Worthy. I remember we were playing and Joey Crawford was refereeing. And James wasn't having one of his normal games, which we know is 25 or up or something like that. James was having a tough night. And he was just yelling and screaming at Joey. And Joey would take his whistle out of his mouth and then start running up the court, just looking at you, right?
Yep.
And so James gets fouled. In his mind, he gets fouled. And it probably was a foul, but Joey was like, fuck you. I ain't calling it, because I'm tired of you messing with me. And James is running down the court and he says, Joey, call a damn foul. And Joey takes his whistle out. He says, hey, don't blame me because you having a bad fucking night. And James looked at him and went, all right, you're right.
Joey
I love Joey because he would cuss you out.
For laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
For laughing.
Well,
Does that mean he didn't like you?
Yeah,
or
but
is
him
it
and Tim
something you
Duncan.
said to him?
Yeah, but him and Tim Duncan had history. Something went on because he threw him out.
Yeah.
He threw him out for laughing.
Yeah. Threw him out the game.
For sitting on the bench in Dallas and laugh. And Joey looked at him and just threw him out the game. And Tim was like, what'd I do? But he had something with Tim that he just didn't like or vice versa.
The ref? He threw Rasheed Wallace out. He said he's trying to intimidate me.
Oh, that was
I told him to stop.
it was Garrison. Huh? It was Garrison.
Garrison.
It was Garrison.
Oh, little Garrison.
Little
That's
Garrison.
right.
Not Daryl, not the dad, but the little one.
The son.
The son. The son was like, I threw him out because he's trying to intimidate me. He straight said that because Rasheed just was looking at him, just like staring him down. He just like looked at him back and was like, "Put you out of here."
That's one of the
Where you throw him out? He's trying to intimidate me. I guess he did intimidate your ass.
I told him to stop.
I told him to stop. Yeah. I guess he did intimidate your ass. You threw him out the game for looking at you. I guess he did. All right, where we at? What we got? Which team had the best uniforms when you played?
Purple and gold. Man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Purple and gold, baby. That Laker purple and gold, dog.
Hey, you gotta give it to the Celtics too now.
No, we
That
don't.
ugly ass uniform
No, I'm
they
just
had.
saying.
No, we don't.
That gold
Ugly ass
spot.
white,
But
no, we
that
don't. White, green,
You know
ugly
what
ass
it
uniform
is?
they had.
Okay, no, seriously, you know what it is? It's the fact that I can't see one without the other.
Oh, okay. All right.
I literally can't. Because every time I saw that purple and gold, I saw that green and white.
Green and white.
Playing against each other.
Okay.
Like I said, my first NBA game, is seeing these guys play, in a championship game. And it's like, and seeing these guys all summer, every summer.
Yeah.
Lakers, Celtics. Celtics, Lakers. Lakers, Celtics. Celtics, Lakers.
What did you think of your Seattle uniform?
Oh, I like those. I like the one with the,
with
the
the
Sonic.
Yeah.
That one I
The
like.
Sonic?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the one I like too. When Sacramento came out with the split jersey, Purple
Which
on
one
one
was that?
side, black on the other side.
Yeah, but they also had one. I think it had the gray and purple. Then at least the emblem.
They came on. Yeah,
They had the SK
and then they were
on it.
doing the throwbacks.
Yeah, they had
I
that
told
SK.
somebody, shoot, I played in that original. You calling it a throwback? That's my original.
One more,
All right,
OP.
one more.
Last one. Who was the biggest character in any locker room you were in, besides yourself?
Besides myself, Mitch Richmond. You know what
The
made
Rock.
Mitch so funny? He could do impersonations of players. He
The
had
Rock?
everybody's moves down. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
is
you
that
should have
right?
asked him to do that.
Like moves
Like,
or
he
like
can do
mannerisms?
mannerisms, everything. Everybody. It didn't matter who it was. He had them down.
Who did he do well?
When I say everybody, it didn't matter. He could do Jordan's walk with the pigeon toe. He did Chris Mullin's free throw shooting. He could do anybody. You just named a play and he would just do it. It was the most insane thing watching him at the foul line, imitating people's mannerisms from the free throw line, stuff like that. You know, he did Spud Webb, he did Muggsy Bogues. It didn't matter who it was.
Wow.
Rock did tell us that he was he said, we asked him, what do people don't know about you? He said, I'm a funny guy.
He is.
He
He's, oh my
did say
God.
that to us. He said, I'm a funny guy. He
hilarious.
said, and like
He
you
is
said, we didn't know that.
hilarious. He's a jokester, man. You know, and I'll tell you somebody else people would never guess. Stockton.
No, I would never guess.
John Stockton is a funny guy? Or you just
Funny.
really?
Practical joker. Like the ultimate practical joker.
Would have never thought.
I didn't either
Wouldn't
until
have
I
never-
got on the team and
Yeah,
see. I'm
would
like,
have never thought that.
because I thought he was a serious dude.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
he kept getting me all the damn time with stuff. He getting everybody. He got Carl, he got Brian, he got Osatat. He was getting everybody all the time with practical jokes.
Wow, would have never thought that.
He was if not one of the dirtiest players I ever saw when
Was
I
it
was
really dirty?
young.
Was it really?
Was it really dirty?
Yes.
Or did he
Well,
just play
it is
hard?
in today's game.
Yes, OP. Like
We all be
Oh,
No,
wait.
that's true. That's true.
OP, I watched him at a Laker game. They were in town. The guy is coming off a screen. He's chasing the screen. As he's going through the key, he takes his elbow and elbows the big man's guts on his way through the screen.
So let me ask you this. Michael Jordan punched him in my nuts. Is that dirty?
Yeah.
It's all based on who's doing it.
Yeah, I think anytime you get punched in the nuts is dirty.
Out of bounds plays, I would
I think
grab
anytime.
guys. Yeah, at
Shoot.
any time, right? But that's what we did. What's his name taught me how to give guys hip pointers. So I would do it.
Split
Yeah,
the muscle.
just put your hand on there. The referee's not looking. You just keep pressing and putting pressure on it, and then they start doing this, and then it hit you. Offensive foul.
Yeah, because they can't hit your hand
That's
off. Yeah.
dirty. You know, so it's like we all had stuff. You had to figure out what your advantage was and what you can get away with.
Mhm.
Stockton was the same way. He knew what he can get away with based on the referee, how they calling games, and he did it. I'm not mad at him. When I got to be his teammates, I really appreciated who he was. I mean, this
Yeah,
dude, man, come on.
I was never
you
mad
want
at
him on your team.
Yeah, I had to guard
no.
him all the time. I loved competing against him.
Yeah.
But the biggest compliment he ever gave me is because they ran a cross screen and he was setting the pick for Malone, right? And so, my job was to not let him set that pick, right? So me and him going at it, and whistle blows. It's a timeout. We walking back to our bench. He said, "You fucking dirty player." I said, "Motherfucker, look who's talking."
Look who's talking.
That was the best compliment he ever gave because I was knocking his ass. I was banging him just so I wouldn't let him go across and set that screen. I was knocking the shit out of him.
I
And
hit
he
him
had the
with
nerve to
one.
call me dirty. I was like, man, that's a compliment.
Bernie Bickerstaff told us, anybody set a screen on you, pick up a foul. That was
At least one.
That was my
Go
rookie.
through 'em.
Yeah,
that was
at
my
least
rookie
one.
lesson.
Yeah, go
make,
through there.
Make sure
Go
that
right
they
through 'em.
never
Yeah.
said it again.
Yeah, pick up
I
one.
did that to Stockton. Them that knocked his whole jaw out of his face. This man hit the floor and bounced right back up. I was like, oh shit.
And we'll call it and run the same play because he's gonna come back and try to get you.
Dude,
John wasn't no joke. He was
Carl
tough.
looked at me like, I got something for you.
John was a tough cookie.
All right, OP. You've watched a few of the podcasts, a few of the shows. Is there anything you need to get off your chest before you leave today?
Anything I need to get off my chest? No, I said
From
it. The whole
past
Kobe thing
episodes.
was kind of whack, and I'm glad you brought that up. So I said what I had to say. Let the man rest in peace. Other than that, no. I'd like to give a shout out if I can.
Yeah,
Go ahead, give a shout out.
Yeah.
If you can see this, a friend of mine, we came up with this. This is what I live my life by now. And
Gear?
and if I ask you what it is, what would you say?
W or a crown?
Okay. What would you say?
Same thing.
Okay.
WR crown, yeah.
It is
Look
what
more
it
like
is.
a crown, yeah.
So
It's whatever you want it to be.
Where's ours?
It is, and the eyes make the W.
Yeah.
It
is what it. Oh, okay.
And I created this logo, so that's what I live by now.
Okay,
it is
cool.
what it is.
Where's our
appreciate
shirt?
it. I'm with Jay. I was about to say, I'm with Jay.
you
Where's
guys.
ours?
And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? She told me to make some shirts and bring it to you guys. And I didn't listen, so that's on me.
All right. So next time I
will
see your
get-
ass
I
on
will
that golf
get-
course,
I'm getting
I got
all,
stogies and I get a shirt.
I'm getting all XLs.
Yeah. You just get shirts so I can bring it to B and then bring it
XL?
to
Yeah.
XL, yeah. And then
Large,
bring it to
Large. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get a couple
Yeah.
of larges and XLs.
There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
I got one
There
for
you
y'all.
go.
There you go.
Our NBA insider, Olden Polynice, thank you for joining the show.
for having me.
Big shout out to our sponsors, earthing.com,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Drew
sir.
Estates.
Drew Estates. Love
You guys-
y'all.
Drew Estates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Subscribe to the show. Hit that bell icon because that's when everything's going to pop right up straight to you. We got nothing but love for you. You like it? There's more videos all around us on our shows. OP's on a couple of them. Byron and I, we're going to be here for life.
Everyone.
For the duration.
Byron Scott's Fast
Everyone.
Break. Thank you for watching Byron Scott's Fast Break. If you like what you saw, here's some more videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.